Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Cappies, how are you, my earth cousins? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I've got these oracles here. We're going to look at these first. We're going to get the overall energy for the week ahead, and then we are going to throw some tarot at it. You already know that if you are my ride or die. Thanks for coming out here. Let's find out what's going on for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome if you're brand new. If you'd like to stay, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live. Let's start out with the oracles here. Soul's Journey Oracle is what we're starting with. Tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. So we have grief, we have loneliness, and we have discipline. It says here, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And we've got friendship here on the bottom of the deck. We could be talking about friendship here. We've got loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. And we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Leave that one there. Ooh. Got the bat, and we got the tulip. Let's find out what's on the bottom of the deck. We've got teardrops. It says a great personal sorrow, and the bird, it says waiting for news, package or a letter. It does feel like it could have to do with some type of friendship here. We've got friendship, and we've got blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. And friendship says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. We've got the lobster, and it says a financial pinch. It says grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. We could be talking about a financial loss for somebody here. It also could be, if it's dealing with a friend, that maybe you lent money to someone, maybe a large amount, and you are not getting it back. It could be that. And you've lost maybe not only the money, but maybe you've lost the friendship as well. Loneliness says, I know that I'm never alone. And the bat says, take care. Enemies are working against you. I think that you feel that there is somebody working against you here. It says enemies. It says that it's plural. Maybe you feel like everyone's against you. But it feels like you're feeling very alone because of some sort of grief that you're enduring. It could be that in addition to this friendship thing that's going on, there's also a financial pinch, or the financial pinch has been caused by you giving money to somebody possibly. We have discipline. It says I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And then we have tulip, which is great passion. So I feel like somewhere along the way here that you are realizing that this is something that you need to grow from, that it's tulips are beautiful. We never know when they're around, because I think that we put them in the ground and they bloom every year. Maybe we forget that they're there. I feel like maybe you forgot that you had already been planted, possibly. It feels like that with some type of discipline, that there is some kind of great passion that I feel like if you set your mind to it, that you can do it here. I'm going to put down 2 of these, and then we're going to get to the tarot. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Tell me about Capricorn. We've got decisions, and we've got patience. Decision says I need the need to gain clarity through decision making, and patience says manifestations are on the way. So it does feel like you are possibly in the week ahead, you are feeling quite lonely. And, I'm to tell you that you're never alone, of course. You always have spirit, right? Whether you pray or meditate. But it feels like you feel like everything right now is out to get you, or people are out to get you, or maybe you've lost a friend and that's how you're feeling about the situation. It feels like the situation has to do with money, possibly things that are financial. You could have lent something to someone and they're not giving it back. But I feel like with some sort of discipline and great that you can make something happen when you set your mind to it, a great passion, that I feel like you'll be able to make that money back. We have obsession, focusing too much on one situation, the need to take a step back. So I feel like this is something that you've been spending a lot of your time on, focusing on things that are negative rather than focusing on what could go right. Maybe you've been focusing on what is going wrong, which is the financial pinch maybe and enemies working against you. I feel like you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision to work through the grief, to just leave this in the future, let the future do what it's going to do with this friendship is what it feels like here, because it feels like you are going through a heavy time here, that a great personal sorrow, and it does feel like it probably has to do with a friendship here. Let's look at some tarot. Tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Capricorn, if you're interested in a private read, please look at the pinned comment below this video. There's some information there. Tell me about Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, please. We've got the Four of Pentacles. So it does feel like you've pulled back your energy here, because it's about time for you to make some sort of decision about what you're going to do when your manifestation shows up. I feel like you've pulled your energy back from someone or something. It feels like it could be a friendship. Tell me what else I need to know about Capricorn. We've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So there's a decision here you've been holding back from making. And I feel like it has to do, like if you have not yet pulled away from the friendship, it feels like this is a decision that possibly you need to make in the week ahead. The Knight of Wands being in the reverse tells me that we're holding back or not taking any action. The Four of Pentacles tells me shut off, shut down. I'm feeling sort of boundaried up. I'm not being very vulnerable. And you need to make a decision about how to take care of these people who you feel are working against you. But the thing is, what you're fighting here is loneliness, because it feels as though if you do say something, it's going to cause people to pull away, and it might even cause an argument or a fight. I just heard Pink say, we're all going to get in a fight. We've got the Ace of Cups here. The hardest part about it here is it feels like that it is somebody that you really love. Someone that, it says here, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So it does feel like this is probably someone that you really love. Someone that you feel you've manifested into your life. It feels like you've been holding back from saying something that's been on your mind because you don't want to break up a friendship and you don't want to be lonely. But it does feel like it has to do with possibly money. It says here, understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, which means that you've learned some sort of a lesson. What's this? We've got the Page of Swords. You have learned a lesson. For me, the Page of Swords is the one who's open to learning lessons. Look at that. The Tower and the Lovers. It's a decision for sure. It is a choice. I feel like you're finally choosing to see something for what it really is. And it feels like it's causing a tower. The Lovers is a choice. And then we have the Page of Swords. And although I feel as though you're looking at this from a distance or observing it from a distance, it's causing a tower. It's moving a soulmate out of the way. And I don't feel like this is a romantic soulmate. I mean, for some of you, it could be. But it could be a friendship who you thought was a soulmate friendship, and it could very well be a soulmate friendship. But it feels like now that you've seen it, because the Tower comes really to clear the way, to take away obstacles, to make you see things for what they really are, to throw the illusion to the ground so you can really see what's going on. And what's going on is you've got to take action now that you've seen it here. I feel like your decision up till now has been like, I'm going to hold back. I'm not going to say anything until I have a lot of clarity. And I feel like the Tower is here to give you clarity. Let's find out what this is. We've got the Nine of Cups. We've got the 10 of Cups, and we've got the World card. The Hierophant is on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you, Capricorn, get really, really pissed off when people don't do the right thing, when they don't follow through on the promises they make, because the Hierophant is Taurus, and Taurus is very loyal. Taurus is always going to do the right thing, is very loyal. They're, okay, maybe it's not an always, I shouldn't use absolutes, but not all Tauruses are the same. This could be sun, moon, rising energy, right? The 9 of Cups is here with the 10 of Cups. And so I feel like the reason that you've been holding back and not saying anything to somebody here is because this is a member of your family, or someone who you've known all your life, or someone who feels like family. And up till now, I feel like you haven't really seen the situation for what it is, but it feels like it could be something that has to do with finances. And so maybe you trusted this person until you gave them money or a place to stay, or you trusted them with something. And it feels like they just sort of tossed it away. It feels like they've put you in a pinch, is what's happened here. So now you've got to make a decision with the World card, which is, I've got to close a chapter here. I can't trust this person anymore. They are my family member. We used to be really happy. I thought this was a wish-fulfilled relationship. I thought I was part of your family. I thought you were part of my family. This friendship is a special friendship. But it feels like you're going to have to make the decision to pull back your energy and to close the door or close the chapter here. I feel that you have had patience, that you've been manifesting, trying to have discipline. Now, I feel like this discipline is telling me that you have a great passion for this friendship, and it feels like the discipline that they're talking about here is your discipline of patience. I feel like you've been patient until all the things came to the surface with great clarity. I feel like the Tower is doing that for you, and now you're seeing something, you're learning something and seeing it for what it is. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the 8 of Swords. And we've got the 7 of Wands. See, now that you've seen it, you know that you've got to say something. For some of you, this is somebody that you met as a friend, that they're a special friend, somebody that you're starting to get feelings for, romantic feelings. This can be platonic or romantic. But for some of you, it feels like you are really beginning to trust this person. Maybe you gave them money. Maybe you bought them things, took them out for dinners, took them on a trip. It feels like you started to act as though this person was your person. And it's because the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck tells me that we were celebrating, going out, having dinners. I was buying you things. I thought that we were in love. I was making bold moves towards you here. And it feels like here with this energy, it feels like with the Ace of Cups here, you were really, really patient. If this is a romantic connection for you, you were really, really patient until you weren't any longer. It feels like now you see the situation for what it is, and this person might be a taker and not necessarily a giver. And they've put you in a financial pinch and they don't really care. That's what it feels like. The 8 of Swords is here, and it feels like you've got to make a decision. The decision is, I've got to say something. I got to put it all out on the table and be honest with this person. I've been patient with you up till now. You've taken everything and you've given me nothing in return. I feel like you've had a lot of discipline and you were holding back because you had great passion to grow this thing, whatever it is. We've got the 7 of Wands, but now you've realized you've got to protect yourself. So we have the 5 of Swords, and I feel like we're all going to get in a fight. That's what it feels like when Pink said that. I'm a rock star. I got my rock moves and I don't need you. That's what she says in the song, right? I'm going to put down 3 cards here because we have been doing the extensions. I'm going to go into my membership area. So if you are already a member in the membership area, I'm putting the extensions in the membership area. If you want to be in the membership area, please look in the pinned comment. Just below the information about Hipsy and the private reads is a link to join the membership area if you want to see. There's other things over there. We've done some lives. I've taught some tarot over there also. And now we're going to be putting, there's also custom reads over there as well. All right. What is going on here? We've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Emperor. And we've got the Death card. So I feel like something is about to end here. And I feel like, yeah, I don't feel like you feel very good about this. It does feel like it's about money. I'm just saying, it does feel like it's about money. It's like this person has put in such little effort and time and money. It's like you bought them a diamond necklace and they went out and got you a coffee card at Starbucks. You know what I mean? Like it feels, and it's not about the money and what we're spending on each other, but I feel like this person is somebody that you've given everything to. And it's not that maybe they don't have to give it back, but they're not really very, grateful for the things that you've done for them. And it feels like you've got to say something because you're about to make a really big investment here into this thing that's going to turn from friendship to love possibly. But it looks like you're going to have to take charge of the situation here. The Emperor is somebody who can't let you get away with it. I'm sitting as a warrior you're sitting as a warrior here, Capricorn, on the throne for a reason. And that's because you take care of business. It feels like the Six of Pentacles is telling me that you've been breadcrumbed by this person. And now you've got to say something, and you know that it's going to cause a fight and probably the end of something. We're going to talk about this in the extended. We're going to find out what the situation, what happens here. What happens with this friendship. We've got a door that's closing here, that maybe you thought this was your person and now you realize that this person is a taker and not at all a giver. And it feels like you've got to take charge of the situation and bring it up. And it feels like it's going to get in a fight. We'll talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about that in the extended. If you would like to go there, that's where I'll be. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching, Capricorn. I'll be back because I'm always back. I'll be back with more readings for y'all. Love you guys. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.